test. Check. Mic test. Mic test 1 2. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to our stream, folks. We are currently live playing Shadowverse, Worlds Beyond, currently on Swordcraft. Let me just pop out chat and we should be good to go. Cool. Right. Yo, idol, what's up? Kapatid? Welcome to the stream. Are you gonna be playing Shadowverse? This is fun. Quite a fun game. We have control and aggro at the moment. Runecraft is control. They've got the sweepers. They've got the wincon combos as well. And for Swordcraft, it's just hyper aggressive. Two builds. Both great. We're testing this out right now, actually. We changed it up a little bit. We've removed Hounds and maxed out on Odins and Amalias. So our big curve. Hello, loser. We're a winner now, brother. We lost yesterday, but we win now. I find it hard to block creatures with Shadow. You just need ward units. We're on Master. We played a bit off stream yesterday and got to Master rank. So the reason why is great. Because they just opened the big event this weekend. It was supposed to be last weekend, and we failed to register for that. We were on the wait list, and the wait list needed a deck submission, which we didn't submit. Because I thought you had to get in to start submitting decks. And that was a mess, basically, and they cancelled the whole thing. And now they're doing it this weekend. So now we've got a chance to play this weekend. So I need to put the reps in to figure out what our list will be looking like. And it's a 2-deck format, so you have to bring 2 decks. And the 2 decks I'm thinking about bringing are Swordcraft and Runecraft. It's actually the only 2 decks I've played as well. Like, if you look at our history, there's just nothing else. Profile, I think it's in profile. Swordcraft, 159 wins. Runecraft, 247 wins. So that's been our decks. And I think that's the metagame as well. So I think we're in a good spot. So let's go for a bit of Swordcraft first. And then we jump into Runecraft. I think that would be a good game plan. Should we go for it? I think we should. So let's jump in. So the reason why my list with Swordcraft is all maxed out on the top end is because we keep playing into Rune and Sword. And I think against Sword, you need to max out Odin, potentially, just my opinion. Because some Sword lists play Urius, which is a pain if you don't have an answer for it. So what it does is any unit you put down is gonna be shackled and can't attack for that turn. So if they have Rush, which is haste in MTG, it will not be able to attack. So that's a problem. So we need to deal with that. That's why we added in more Odins. And for here against Runecraft, we remove all of our slow units, hoping to find early curves like 2 and 3. We found something. Not the best, but I think this should still pressure a bit. So I think we proceed with this. Let's play it out. Just to start swinging for 2 early on. If they deal with it, then that's okay. They dealt with it. We have another unit in the form of Rose. Rose here is okay because it's a big attack unit. And if they have nothing, we start dealing 3 damage. I think we need to prioritize their attack potential rather than just maximizing card advantage. So a swing here looks good. Start with a 3. Next turn, they could play out Anengrea. So if they do, they can deal with a whole board and leave us with nothing. So I think we leave this here so that I hope that they don't Evo so that we can deal with their Anengrea using Val's next turn. If we place another unit down, it incentivizes them to Evo Anengrea, which we don't mind, but if they do, we don't really have an answer at the moment, and we'll take a 6-hit swing. So I think we pass the turn here. There's the Anengrea. So they'll bring that down and swing, and I don't think they will Evo, which is good. Because for us, we can Vals here to deal with Anengrea. And that's it. Now we have a unit, they don't have a unit, they have to deal with Vals. If they don't, we start swinging. Dealing 2 damage. Melvi. Foresight is solid. Vals here is quite strong because they're forced to play out a sweeper. If they don't have one, then Vals will be able to dish out big damage and put them on lethal with Albert. Hello sir, pa-shoutout naman po. Said, hello kapatid. Welcome to the stream. How are you, brother? Are you good? Are you grinding MTG? One Piece, have you checked it out? Cards played by opponent. So they've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So, at the moment... Okay, so that was a deal 5 damage thing. We couldn't have done anything even if we evoed. Our Vals would become 6-5, which would still die. So that was okay in the end. And then from here, I think we want to go for card advantage. So let's play Amelia out, draw 3 cards, and get draw 2 cards and get 3 play points back. And then doing great. OP is fun. Also bisita ako London in August. Totoo ba? You're coming? Lika, let's go. When are you coming? Friday? August 1? Or a bit later pa? Let's see. Rose is okay as well, but I think Rose is better as a unit that can deal damage. Other play is double Luminous Lance Trooper into an evolution on Amelia. That's also okay because we're forcing them to evo themselves, and we're gonna generate a wide board that I don't think they can deal with just yet. This could be the play as well. This is a weird one. We're not clearing anything with our Super Evo, but we're forcing them to use their Super Evo as well. So now we've got all of these units with barriers. So they have to use 2 AoE spells to deal with all of this. And then we'll be just dropping back to back to back. Amalia, Gildaria. And Amelia as well. Amalia, Amelia, Gildaria, I think is our play. Should be good. August 15 to 27. Around 20 to 27 in London. So where are you from 15 to 20? Okay. Norman is establishing a whiteboard. And they use their Super Evo, which is great. That's good for us. How do we get through, though? Is the thing. Ignominious can deal with 1. And then we can use the rest to get to Norman. So I think that's good. So this has Bane. And Bane just deals with barrier. And then from here, we can deal 1 there. Evo this thing and deal 3. Leicester, my sister's graduation. Nice. Good to hear, good to hear. Should be fun. Maybe we can spend some time hanging out and I'll show you the... Well, it's quick, no? Maybe you don't have time to go to the local stores in the area. Let's deal 1 there. Just enough for Rose to have follower strike on, which is whenever you deal damage to anything, If it's damaged, you just kill it without it swinging back. And we dealt with Norman. Just there, they have to deal with our board still. We've got Amalia to play out twice if we need to. Let's see if they can deal with this board.
To the edge of what's known, yet last.
Okay, that is an Evo, not a Super Evo. So they're saving their Super Evo still. We will force that out though. They clear here.
Not all is lost.
We will be in a good position. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Stars have been sent. Very much appreciated. Let's see. Have you played this game? It's both on mobile and on PC. Looks great, and there are big events. And Philippines is qualified as one of the countries to play in as well, which is nice. We can Amalia if we wanted to. It's just not the best because we're gonna lose one soldier, but I think we have to nonetheless. I believe we have to go for it. Just to max out on our play points. So we lose one soldier, but we deal with this kind of board state. Looks like Hearthstone, yep. Quite similar, but you have the evolutions. That's the only difference. You can evolve any unit in play. And the evolutions have added effects. So all evolutions give +2/+2. All Super Evos get +3/+3. And the attacks on units, they don't swing back to your Super Evo'd unit when you attack. So that's the difference. And some units also have powers when they evolve. So this has select an enemy follower in the field, deal it 3 damage on top of the +2/+2 if they decide to evo. So things like that. It's fun, different, and it's new. That's why they have big support pricing wise.
The spark of knowledge.
This is a clear. We're left with Anne and Greya to deal with. And they're now forcing attacks onto this, which is good as well. So an Amalia here is a board wipe. So let's go for it. Amalia swinging there. And then either we swing twice here or we swing once, play a Prim out, and swing once again, using the Prim. I think that looks good, saving us 6/6, 3/2, and 3/2. And Gildarias are now free Super Evos, because the rally count is on 21. If they have the Dimension Climb here, into Astaroths, we're just dead. So this is a combo deck. And they have it. Change your opponent's life to 1, Super Evo, and swing. If you have that combo, it's lights out, no matter how much life you have. And they got there. That's Runecraft for you. That's what we're trying to play against. Aggressively. Didn't get to aggression range, sadly. But yeah, that's our other deck that we are piloting as well. We've got our drink.
With rain comes death.
And then we're playing against Swordcraft. Okay, mirror match. We want small costs. We've got the Prim. Ignominious is okay, but that's more of a late game unit. So I think we start with the Prim here. And go from there. It's our turn. ending the turn. So what we want to be doing is playing out Nonja on turn 4 to play against the Zirconia turn potentially. So let's play Prim on 4. So we'll play out Rose on 3 then. That sounds like it's good as well for our play point curve. We will be able to be aggressive as well, which is good. And they just passed. Perfect. Let's just keep building pressure, maximizing this opportunity here. Board wipe, okay. So from here, let's play out Prim and Nonja. So if they Zirconia, we've got an answer to Zirconia. No Zirconia, that's a Vals, that's good for us. We've got our own Vals as well. There's an argument here to start the attacks. But Vals is solid against Swordcraft in the sense that they can't deal with it if it's in ambush form. So I think we start with the Lance Trooper here. Swing 1. And then we've got Odin as well. So there's an argument here to start applying a lot of pressure. Like we can go Evo, swing 3 down to 15, play Vals out, deal with whatever they put out. And then we get Odin after that. So that's going to be 3 damage plus 6 is 9 plus 7. We can potentially bring them down to 2, which our 2 Gildarias can end our opponent with. So we're thinking 4 turns, potentially ending the game. And I think that's worth it, so let's go for it. Swang for 3. So now we're just trying to aggro our opponent out. Zirconia is here. We've got Vals to deal with the Zirconia. We did get a Zirconia ourselves as well. And this is gonna dish out an extra 5 damage too. Thinking hard. Either Vals or Zirconia. I think Vals is still our play here. So let's go for Vals. And then from here, we can go for an Evo line on Vals so that it's big. Bring our opponent quite low with our second Prim attack. 6 plus 7, it's lights out if they can't deal with Vals. So I think that's our line and it's over by the next turn. Is it over? They can't do anything unless they have multiple ward units or they play out nothing. A Gildaria can't really clear here. Our Vals is too big. So we'll take a big hit, but our swing back with Odin is lights out. Life gain. Okay. They have life gain. I see. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. They now have a wide board. We will as well. We've got our own play of playing Amelia out. Yes, that looks good. And then from here, we can play out a Zirconia. Super Evo something. So I'm thinking to Super Evo Zirconia to give +1 to Vals, or Super Evo Amelia to give barrier to 2 of our units. Barrier might be better because it's going to position us in a way that they'll have to deal with this. Thinking they'll be on 7 play points. What can they do on 7? On 7, they can play the Samurais, which means their Konya is better, I think, because they don't have a board wipe just yet. They're not in Amalia range just yet. So that's a big swing, and now they have to deal with this wide board here. Gildaria is strong, but not enough. They have to trade their units here. Okay. Strong.
I must stay strong.
I yield. My oath is fulfilled. My first rejection.
Odin's gonna bring them down to 2. Gildaria's on 12. Now we think hard on how to deal with this board state. We've got an interesting line here as well. We can go for an Amelia into a Luminous Magus into a Super Evo clear Gildaria, and we'll have a wide board again that has all barriers. That sounds solid too. We're gonna lose our Super Evo line, but that's gonna leave us with a lot of sticky units that they have to deal with, which they'll have to go through one and then use all of that. And then they'll have to use their Super Evo as well. So that is looking good. And then the turn after that, we can go for Odin. So I think that's our line. Let's go for Amelia here. From here, let's play out the Luminous Magus and have all of these ward units. Plus a Super Evo right there. To dish out. Boom. Down to 8. Now they have to deal with this board. They might be forced to Super Evo, which is good for us. And from here, it will be great. They'll have to Gildaria Super Evo again if they want to clear this board. Unless they do the same. Nope. They're trying to get through. We will take all of these trades. And they concede. Boom. We won. Amelia Barrier is looking solid. We're going up in Master. Currently on Sapphire. So far, so good. Let's switch to Rune once we hit an hour mark. Runecraft. They're currently on 44,000 master points. How do you get to there? That is wild. Okay, so we're playing against Rune. We've got 1 Vals. We've got a curve in the form of Luminous Lance Trooper. There's an argument to keep Gildaria for the 6-drop turn to deal with Kuons or Normans, so Gildaria might be a keep as just a board wipe basically. And the turn and go from here. Start playing out units. Luminous Lance Trooper as a start, looks good. Passing the turn? Okay. Give us a 2 or a 3 drop, please. We don't want to Vals just yet. We're losing pressure. Thinking. We don't want our plays to line up poorly against Anengrea, but we also don't want to have 0 aggression, so I think this will be our play. And then if they go for the Anengrea line on 5 play points, we've got the Luminous Magus to play out. Okay. They just established their own set. Thinking. Prim versus Zirconia. Let's start with a swing here. I think that's a free roll. So if they play Anangrea out, Anne can Evo to deal with Nonja. And then the 5-5 can deal with the 2-1. That leaves us with a Prim on board, which is not the worst case scenario, to be fair. While Zirconia is just a swing. Evolve Zirconia. If we play Zirconia out, we are left with nothing on the board. While if we play Prim out, we will be left with Prim if they Anangrea this turn. So I think it's good that spot. Burgent, okay, I don't mind the Burgent. That's a trade. We'll take the trade. So that was really good for us. They're left with no board state. We can play a Zirconia out here. Evo to get a 6-6, pumping our Prim up to a 2-2 as well. Because Zirconia pumps everyone up, and then we can swing for a 2 here. Then we're good. There's Anangrea. Evo'd out. They keep using their Evos. We're happy with that. We'll take that trade as well. They're on 14. We're in a good spot at the moment. We can play out Zirconia again and go for another big board state, which I believe is our play. We're just maximizing turns where they have to clear board every single time. Let's actually, we can swing at life. We can swing there and deal 3 to life. Yes, everything will be low and they'll die to Sage-like Teachings, but if they use it as a board wipe, we're happy with that. Ooh, our Prim is safe. Our Prim is gonna be able to dish out big damage. Nope. Gildaria on 12. Thinking of our lines. Potentially Albert here to just deal 3 damage and a Nonja. That's bringing them quite low. Other line is Olivia into Nonja as well. The waste of life though, because we could gain 2 potentially as well. So I think our line here is Albert and Nonja. Thinking though, do we just swing for 3, bring them down to 8? I think we do. We can also force Super Evo here, swing 6. That could potentially end the game next turn with our second Albert as well. So that's looking good. They'll have to deal with the board somehow. If they don't, then we just attack. If they do, hopefully we've got Albert to end the game at that point. No Normans, please. Norman comes down. Gaining 4. Super Evoing as well. We don't mind that. Going back up to 13 life. 13 is a bit tricky, but I think we can still handle it. So from here, we've got a few lines. Either Vals to deal 5 and then Super Evo and swing. Or Gildaria to deal with Norman or Olivia as well. That's another potential line. I do think Olivia is our line here. Just to draw more cards. Thinking of using the Super Evo. Do we have a way to deal with Norman without having to use our Super Evo? Maybe if we draw something nice with Olivia. Ignominious Samurai. Hello! Hello, answer to Norman. And we still are left with an Olivia on board that will have to be dealt with. Good. Are you Super Evoing Kuan? Please Super Evo. If they do not, we've got a Vals line here. Valsing there. having an ambush unit good to go, ready to go ham. Actually, we can go maxing out on our ambush units by playing Vals and then playing Prim out as well. And then they have to deal with that board. They can go and swing at life as well in that sense, but I don't think they can end the game. So if they do that, then we're in a good spot. So that's ambush unit number 1. We can also clear with Rose and just deal with Kuon if we wanted to. Thinking we are quite close to a Gildaria evolution. So I think it's safer to deal with their board, to be honest. And then next turn we've got Prim into Nonja into a Gildaria Super Evo. Worst case scenario if they've got a wide board. Best case scenario, they can't deal with Vals and then we just end the game with our Albert swing. Do they have an answer? They're digging. They're digging hard, folks. I think they're looking for a Sage Light Teachings. Okay, they found something. Flame of Chaos. We're still in a great spot, though. Albert is gonna bring our opponent to 1. And I think we should go for it. I think we should force a big turn this turn. Can they go up from 1 is the question. If not, we've got a Gildaria Super Evo to end the game. Norman for life gain is okay. That's their last Super Evo as well. So we're in a good spot here. We don't have Super Evos to end our life at this point. Anne and Greya is good for us because they'll have to deal with Gildaria. Thinking though. Prim looks good. Prim into the Samurai into Gildaria, I think, is our play here. That's gonna bring the rally count. Oh, we should have played Gildaria first. I forgot our rally count was on 19 already and not 18. Then from here, we can deal with that. And this. And deal 7 to Norman to deal 1 to life. Now we've got this board state again. They're on 10 play points. They do not have Super Evos, so that is good for us. Oof. They still have this wide board. We still have Odin to deal with Anne and Greya. They do have Anne's summoning though, which is a pain. Thinking of how to play this out. Either we go for Luminous Maguses here and Rose. I think we go for that line, to be fair. And just establish a wide board. Hoping that they don't have Williams. They just use 2 board wipes back to back. And we still don't have Amalias as well. So Rose fixing our deck, drawing us a card, should help in that regard. And then let's just go wide with ward units. No more Evos from both sides. So hopefully no sweepers from their side. They still haven't dimension climbed though. If they do, that's gonna be 7 to life. If they sweep, our rulers come down. Okay. And the dimension climb as well. I'm curious what they were thinking about. That was the line, to be fair. No sweeps. No demon purge. Demon of purgatory business then. If these are the attacks. Okay, that's the demon. Painful. Painful but doable still. Let's see. We can start with an... And Odin can clear that. So I think we do start with that. And then we could follow up with Assyria to deal 1 to 2 things. Which I think is good for either scenario. We just see which ones get hit. That got hit. And then 2 plays are we either clear here and clear Anengrea, or swing at life and just clear Anengrea. If we take 9 to face, we're still okay, to be honest. So this might be the line then. Oof, wait, what? 4 5. Oh, that was a 6 life unit. Okay, we threw. They have anything though, like yep. We are down to 1. We'd have lost anyway. If we swung at life, they still clear us. We are struggling a lot versus Runecraft, to be honest. We need to figure this matchup out. Are there tweaks we can do? We've maxed out here though, and that's great against them. We never drew Amalia, which I think is important in that matchup. Back to the drawing board. How did we win before? I think we won out of aggression plus card advantage. So let's go for that.
With rain comes death. I wield my blade.
Luminous Magus, don't need that just yet. Samurai, don't need that. Rose is great. Luminous Lance Trooper is solid as well. And let's go. Ooh. Prim. Prim is okay, but I think we want to stay on curve for a minute here and see what happens first. So from here we go for Prim. Next turn we can go for Luminous into Nonja and swing at something, or a Vals. Depends on what this board state looks like. Okay, they played this area out. Quite strong. We can go for a Vals here and clear that, potentially opening up next turn for Rose if we need to. If not, we can play a Lance Trooper into a Nonja. And then the next turn we can go for an Amelia line, which is sounding good. Okay, here we can go for a Lance Trooper into Assyria to deal with the Vals, keeping our play points and establishing a wide board that they will have to answer somehow. No Zirconia. I think that was their worry.
The Lord Commander dons her mask.
So they're able to Zirconia ahead of us. Which we can answer with Gildaria and clean up if we want to. Or we can also just play out Vals as a 4-3. 2 options there. Third option is Amelia into Vals as well. And then creating a wide board, saving our Evos. That sounds good too. So let's go for oh, actually other line is Amelia into Rose, which sounds solid as well. That leaves us with a wide board too. If they get to 6 and then they play out Gildaria Evoing again, I'm gonna clear these 2. And these will be a waste then. So I think we can clear one of them. Evoing Amelia here. So that if they Gildaria, they'll have to use their soldiers to deal with Amelia or use Gildaria to trade. We put them in a tight spot. There's the Gildaria. Gonna give them 2 units, clearing both of our other units here. But then do you trade? Oh yeah, they do. That's quite free. It is our turn though, which is great. I think it's our turn to Gildaria here. We can play out Gildaria and deal with their Gildaria here.
Harmony of death and destruction.
Using our 2 knights. They might be forced to Super Evo here, at which point we have our own as well. Okay, are you gonna Super? No Super. So we will do the exact same at this point. Odin swing there. Actually, there's an argument to Super Evo to deal 7 damage, bringing them down to 12 and ending the game next turn with Albert. I think that's the line, to be honest. So let's go for that. Let's apply a ton of pressure. Boom. 12, magic number for Albert. Now what? You either heal up, and that's lights out. Unless they Super Evo one of their soldiers. Which I guess is the line. Fair enough. This changes things for us. We can play a Vals out. Deal with this. But then what? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can't really go 1 for 1 here. So I think our line is we're forced to play Albert. We don't really have sweepers at the moment. And I think we have to use our last Super Evo here to deal with this and this. If we do not, then they swing back with Albert and then we die. This line, they'll still have to deal with our Albert, which means hopefully they use their last Super Evo there. And then we'll be in a stalemate, but we have more cards than them. Amelia, okay. Don't play a Magus out, please. Magus into Super Evo is tricky because we don't really have a lot of board wipes at the moment. We need Amalias as board wipes. Strong line. You've got a good play here of Valsing. 7, 4, 3, 2, thinking. If we do Vals though, we lose to Albert. Unless we deal with one of these. Which could be the play as well, to be fair. So I think our line is Rosé. Draw some cards. And then position ourselves nicely. We can play out the Samurai here as well. Clear Amelia out. Play Syria to deal 1 to both of them. And deal with their Rosé while keeping ours. And then from here we can play a Prim out. Or we can save the Prim for a double Nonja with Bane later on in the turn. Which feels solid as well. So I think let's end the turn here. We can go Olivia into Prim double Nonja. Or Olivia into Nonja Pulse, which is solid too. Double Rose, that's a lot of cards.
To the shores of victory. Not all is lost.
And a trade? Sure. We are out of Super Evos and they still have their one. Which is putting us a bit on the back foot.
Fly forth into an endless sky.
We did get our Amalia though, that is great. Then from here we can either play out Lance Trooper Vals or Lance Trooper Nonja. Prim Lance Trooper Nonja sounds good. Leaving them with Rose,
Lovely day for a picnic.
but we'll have a whiteboard.
To the shores of victory.
Splendid, Princess Prim.
We either trade here or take this. I think we should trade, actually. We don't want to leave damage on Nonja. Although having rush on everything is problematic as well. Even if they wipe the board though, we've got Amalia.
Destruction.
That's a free rally on Gildaria. We need our Gildarias as well. To be honest. Them having an extra Gildaria is too powerful
Moving out.
against us. Back to back Amalia. That has potential too though, not gonna lie. We can play it out.
Pierce through the heart of darkness. By my blade.
And start cleaning up here.
For my dead body.
We could keep the Zirconia there.
Dead body. My oath is fulfilled. Dead body. My oath is fulfilled.
Use the Samurai to deal with Gildaria. Thinking, do we either go for here or keep these two? If we keep these two, we lose to an Albert on 9. Albert would wipe these up and go to life. So I think we have to take the trade. Let's just pressure with Amalias again and again until they run out. They've done that to us, so hopefully this works against them as well. There's the Albert. I think they have a lot of Alberts now. That second Vals was lights out for us, to be honest. Here's to hoping that they don't have another Albert.
Over my dead body.
And that is game. Ugh. Painful. That second Gildaria was too powerful.
I will not falter.
It forced us to use our Evos early, which meant they had one extra Evo to use. Good XP though, not gonna lie. Good practice for us. Challenge Master. We're playing against the Challenge Master, guys. We're going first. Let's see where the brick road takes us.
With rain comes death.
Vals, Amelia, Magus. We're going first. Going first means we need some answers in the form of Prim for the Zirconia line. See. We could mulligan something as well, either Rose or Vals, or keep both, but keeping both is bad because they're both on curve. So I think let's throw away Rose first. We'll want her on 5, and then we got her again. Great. Area's good. That could deal a lot of damage. If they go for a Prim line, we've got Seria. We can play out the Samurai here. It's such a waste though, so I think we end the turn and try to stabilize after they play something out here. Vals can deal with the Lance Trooper. Highly likely gonna be a Zirconia turn. Oh no, not yet actually. They might just play a 3-drop, to be honest. which means our line could potentially be a Vals to deal with that. They deal with our Vals. We shoot both with Seria. That could be our line. So their turn, they can either Rose here or Vals to shoot our own. At which point we can Seria out. Or Seria as well. As long as we can deal with both units with our own, which we do have in the form of Seria, we're good.
Where'd you go? I lost sight of her.
Ignominious, do we want it? I don't think we do. I think we want to save this for when we start going for bigger unit. This is a pseudo removal spell in this deck. There's the Zirconia. And we don't have an answer just yet. We do have Rose for the Zirconia, but they will be left with 2/2 unit. Which is a pain. So let's go for Rose. We've got the Evo to use as well, which is also not the worst, to be fair. So we can go for this line. Then Evo to deal with one of these. Not the best use of Evo, but we don't want to get very low. They're on 6. Hound of War. Okay, that's a board clear. And that's 4 to face. Okay. We drew a Zirconia. We might be forced to Gildaria here, though. Which I think is okay, considering we might be able to force them to use their Super Evo here. So we're using just an Evo, and we're hoping that they use a Super Evo to deal with our Gildaria. Gildaria is such a flexible card. Okay. Now we've got a few lines for next turn. It depends on how they clear our Gildaria. If they fully clear it, then we can go for... Actually, we've only got Amelia into Zirconia as our line. They haven't used any Super Evo, which is putting them in a good spot. So things like this are strong actually in the mirror. Cards that don't force them to use a Super Evo. So I think we can start off with an Amelia here. See what we get and go from there. We drew a Zirconia, which is not the worst. That's going to create a wide board that they'll have to deal with. If they do... Other line is Ignominious Samurai, and that's about it. So I think we should go for Zirconia here. And then our Evo is either on Amelia or on Zirconia. And I think we should go for Zirconia because at this point we'll have a wide board and a tall board as well. So that means they'll have to spend an extra bit of resource to deal with this. So it's either going to be a Gildaria, Super Evo, which exactly is their line. We're still gonna use up 2 of their units, a knight and a 1/1 potentially. Okay. They want the 1 damage to face. We are in Albert range though, which is a problem. So I think we go for the Amalia line here. Why? Because I don't think they have answers to Amalia anymore. Because they've used 2 Gildarias, which means we might be able to steal a game here. If we go for the Super Evo line on Amalia, they'll have to find a way to deal with all of these knights. A 3rd Gildaria is an answer here, plus a Super Evo. But if they don't have it, we might steal the game, folks. Their own Amalia. Okay, that means they are gonna Super Evo. to deal with our own Amalia. That uses up their super evos as well, so we're in the same spot now at this point. Only difference is they've used 2 Gildarias, we've used 1. Which means we've got a super evo for free soon. Not just yet. We are in a good spot though. So let's go for Amelia to draw cards, see what we get, and go from there. Rose is quite nice. Rose might miss is the thing. So if we play Rose and draw something like a Prim that can't deal at least 1 damage to Amalia, then we die on the swing back. So I think our line here is Samurai to clear that Amalia, play a Zirconia out, and go from there. Their line here could be Albert to swing 6, and then they just Albert again next turn. But for us, we will need something like... That's not gonna work, sadly. Amalia is gonna give a bunch of 3/2s, but not really enough to survive. We needed Olivia to survive here. So a second Albert against us is lights out. Can deal 8, but that's about it. Thinking. Is there a way to pump our units up? Not really, so let's just filter through our deck. We got a Prim. We can play a Vals out here. Terria's not the worst as well. And that's it. We don't have a choice. If they've got the Albert, it's lights out for us. It's lights out. The second early Gildaria was painful. Oof. Okay, how should we... We need to have an answer to deal with Sword reliably. Because if we win half and lose half, I guess, that's 50-50 to be honest, which is how it is in the mirror match. But if we can find an edge, we should go for that. Havencraft, okay. We have answers for Wilbert, if need be, in the form of Odin. Question is, do we keep Odin for when Wilbert comes out? Or do we let Odin go for now and look for early game? I think we should look for early game. We are the aggressor here. And we are winning more games when we are being aggressive. What is your thought about Urius card? Is it good? Good question, actually, JCD. So I have thought about it, and I have read as well on how the community feels about Urius. Some love it, some hate it. So why would you love it? Urius locks out any unit decks. Any cards that have to deal with units are great in that. So for example, Urius prevents Sword from doing anything because we don't have Albert at all to go in. It locks anything that comes down. So against Swordcraft, Urius is powerful. Against Runecraft, it's a dead card because they can just deal with it. All they'll have to do is just play any of their removal spells on it, and now you actually gave them 2 units to pressure you with. So that's why I think the community is divided. It's because this card is so powerful in the mirror and so bad in anything that can deal with Urius immediately. So that's something that I noticed. That's why, personally for myself, I'm not playing Urius. I don't want a dead card against Rune. But I still have Odin. That's why I maxed out on Odin as 3, so that if my opponent has Urius, I have an answer for Urius. So against Swordcraft, I just don't play out Odin. until it's for lethal or until a Urius comes out. Because we don't have an answer for it at all. Let's see here what our line is. There's a 2-3 on the board. We can deal with that with a Seria, but I think a nice clean clear is just better. So I think we go for Rose, deal with that, and then swing 5. And go from here. They can heal up quite quickly, so that's something to take note of. Cleric of Crushing. That's a big Cleric of Crushing. Crushed that. Okay. We've got the answer. Off the top, Zirconia Evo perfectly lines up here because it gives a bunch of buffs to our units. And we've got Rush here. So question is, do we want to swing with Zirconia here or do we want our 2-2s to swing into that? I believe we want our 2-2s because Havencraft has this unit that's a 3-5. Oh, a 3-3. On Evo, deals 3 damage across the board. So we want to keep something alive. Wilbert Evo, okay. Plus 2 damage. Odin? Well, we don't want Odin actually just yet. So this is okay. And then from here, we can either Gildarian now. So what Gildarian does is it deals at most 6 damage. So Gildariaing now is okay. But I think we have a nice line here. We can deal 2. And then that we're gonna deal 2 more. And then we're gonna wipe the board. Okay, that looks good. So let's go for this line. Play the Gildaria out. Evo the Gildaria here. Bringing 2/2/2 units. Dealing 2 damage across the board. And using our 2/2 units again to deal with these 2. And then we're still able to deal 2 damage to face. We're nearly at lethal, folks. But Havencraft has a lot of ward units. So it is still gonna be a pain to get through. Like that. Wow. Amalia is strong, but we just don't have enough play points yet. But we could Amalia next turn, though. So I think our line here is Amelia. To a Prim. Or something else from Amelia. Let's see. No Gildarius. Vals. Does Vals do anything? Vals deals 5 damage. To something. But that's about it. So our line, I think, is Prim here. Playing out the Nonja. And then super evoing Amelia here. Giving our units barrier.
Let this be the war to end all wars.
And then, let's see. How do we clear? We've got a 7 swing to use. Plus Nonja's Bane Rush. Which I think can clear the big stuff away. And we should. So let's go for that. And let's end the turn here, I think. They'll still have to deal with this board state. We've got barriers as well. Ooh, my seat's giving. Be heavy. So hopefully this board state forces them into imperfect plays so that we can Amalia and wipe the board up. Prim will survive here. Which means that's an additional damage source. 6-3. Amelia can come down as well. There's the board wipe. Are you gonna super evo though? Is the question. Yes, and that's their last super evo. Cheretta.
Shall we pack up?
My bed is empty. What? Why? What does that mean? Okay, and now from here, we can either clear board with Amalia. Should we though? They're running out of cards. We could just play the card advantage route here. We're gonna get hit big by a Jean though. Potentially. But they'll also have to deal with our Amalia as well. So that's good. And they'll be left with one unit.
I made an absolute mess. Repent. I am no.
And we have Gildaria Super Evos for free as well. We don't have it just yet, but hopefully we get to it. Come on. There's the Jean. At least we dealt with a lot of units the turn before. And there's Amalia doing its thing. The good thing is, hello, ignominious samurai. We've got another Amalia again to deal with the board, which I think should be our line. Just deal with one, play a samurai out to deal with Jean. Oh no, we can't. So we have to use these things to deal with Jean. Okay, fair enough. And let's end the turn here. If they don't have an answer to Amalia at this point, they don't have Rush anymore, potentially. So they just either play Jean out or have a wide ward board. They're thinking hard. And if they don't deal with Amalia, then all of our units will have Rush and Ward, which is strong. Oh, we lost our camera. Why did we lose our camera? We've got a backup camera, so we're all good. Just a pain.
Is under my grace.
Did it work?
Is this to be my legacy?
Let me add a capture device. Nope. The face cam not working. Give me a sec, guys. Okay, let me just play things out here. Albert can deal with the board, kind of. Gildaria, hello!
Harmony of death and despair.
Nice to see you there.
Moving out.
Just give me a sec to deal with this board state. And then I'll find a way to turn on that camera. Syria can deal with the board. Let's deal with one of them first.
You're a tough nut to crack.
Vals is good here, I believe. Yep. We're just out card vantaging them at the moment. Okay, now for the camera. Video capture device. 3. Why is the face cam not working? I do not know. Basically, we ran out of battery with our first camera. For some reason. Okay, there's a 4-7 on the board. What is our line here? Albert can deal with that for sure. But I think we play out Amelia and go for the card advantage route here. Samurai can deal with that. And we can play one of our 3 Alberts out, I guess. To deal 3 damage. It won't have Storm. It will have Storm, but it won't have double attack. Which we don't mind, to be honest. Now they have to deal with this. Either a Jean or, okay, a Wilbert. Fair enough.
I'll be careful. Care to hear the good word?
But now we're left with units on the board, which is where we want to be. Noting that our video capture device. Okay, I see myself. That's good. Okay, we've got a camera. It's on the other side now, so it's a different view. And our other one ran out of battery, but we're still okay. Albert can deal with the board. Ignominious can deal with that as well. Let's have a quick think. Rosé. I think we start with a Rosé here. See what we get. Seria can deal with the board. So let's start with this. Deal 1 to both. Clear that away. And they're gonna waste 1. Oh, they're not.
I made an absolute mess. I finally
We just had to play everything out, basically. And we get wiped by a Jean. But we do clear the Jean as well, which is good. Different view. Why did our other one run out? Not charging properly then.
There's no salvation for me or anyone. Rest.
Alright, there's a third Wilbert. We can deal 6 here, 5 here if we wanted to. I'm just thinking, is it worth it? 4 is solid as well. 4 into 6, that deals with that, leaving them with 2 to 4 units, which we can clear as well, to be fair. So I think we should go for it. That's all Wilbert's gone now at this point. Plus, let's deal with that and that and this. And now we've got 3 units in play. They've got 1 card in hand. They're gonna draw 2 more cards, bringing them up to 4. But we will have a line of Albert to dish out a lot of damage. Are they gonna engage? They are. They're now up to 4. A Jean is a board clear here. It is gonna be interesting what line they decide on. Come on, buddy. Don't be shy. Taking their time. Maybe they drew. Okay, there's the Jean. Jean's an 8-9. Perfect top deck. Don't have to play well, just top deck well. We're on triple Odin as well, so we've got high odds to get more Odins back to back. We also played Amelia's and Rosé's out to take Swordcraft followers away. So that's good. How's this angle? Is this worse? That one?
This sky is under my grace.
Okay, that is a board state.
Here's the
Dose of Holiness. Deal 4 damage, restore 1 defense. Okay, fair enough. We do have Alberts. So we will be able to clear here. We also still have 1 Gildaria, I think, or 2 Gildarias even. And 2 Odins still. So we've got a few cards remaining. Salefa. Grimnir. Okay. And all of these buffs from Wilbert's +1/+2 is annoying as well. We will still clear that though. With our last Albert. Nope, not anymore. We are not going to be clearing this. Sadly. So that could potentially run away with the game. 8. If we play Albert out, so for example, if they play Jean out, Jean can deal 6 and buff these units. So I think we are forced to clear them by playing Albert out. Then from here we can swing there for 3 and not swing here. Force this unit to swing at our Albert. Come on. If they play out a Jean here, then it's gonna be a problem. We do need an answer soon though. How are they at 12 again? We already brought them to 8. This thing restores 3 and deals 3 to all enemy followers and has ward and is a 4/5. Ooh, there's the Odin. Okay. Now they're rushing at us. We need something. We are on 4. That's something. Let's draw 2 and gain 2. Hopefully draw into something that deals with these. And we do not. We do have Prim. That's going to bring out Nonja, who has Bane. So that helps. And we've got Amelia to draw into something next turn. That's still 5. That's not 6. Oh, that's 6. Okay, then we lose. Painful. Was there an argument to Odin this then? That's the one that ran away with it, that ran away with the game, to be honest. Okay, problematic. But all good still, nonetheless. As promised, let's switch decks into Runecraft. We've got a build. Nice little solid build here. Stormy Blast, which is new brew. We were running Apprentice Astrologers, but I think we can cut this down for Penelope's. Apprentice is solid. But Penelope's, I think, are much stronger. And then, I believe we can also... We play 2 Penelope's, and then... Let's play a second Burgent here. Why? Because this list doesn't really spell boost well. We need the onion patches from Burgent to spell boost well. So that's why we are currently looking for Burgents. And let's play it out. Switching to Runecraft. Dirt Rune, basically, is what this deck is called. Let's play a few games out. This also helps our missions as well. Maximizing our cards. Medium rare. Okay, let's see. Annengray is a keep here against Abyss. Edelweiss is solid as well, not gonna lie. And I think we have a curve. 2, 3, 4, 5. Sagelight might have to provide us with Earth Sigils, which we do not mind at all. Or we save it for life gain. Depends on what happens in these next few turns. I think Runecraft has a lot of potential here, and if we can solve this as Swordcraft, we will be in a great spot. Let's play out Melvi here, get our Witch's New Brew, and call it from there. Let's see what's up. They dealt with Melvi. We do have Sage Light to play here. And I think we should, so that we've got Earth Sigils for Edelweiss. Other line is Witch's New Brew. And gain 1. That's another potential line. Saving our Sage Light for later on, which is not the worst as well, to be fair. And we start drawing cards as well, so that's good. Edelweiss only needs 2 sigils, if they 2 Earthrights. If they do, they evolve to deal 2 damage to something. Plus, it'll have Rush as well. Plus, it's also gonna return 2 play points, which is very nice. So let's deal with that and end the turn there. Next turn, we've got the Anne and Greya line to stabilize, or more Sage Light Teachings. Depends on what our opponent does. Well, okay, I'll take that trade. Happily gonna take it. And that is 3 damage to face. Fair enough. A nice line we can go for is Anne and Greya here. If they... We can start applying pressure here as well by playing out an evolution. If we do evolve, our Gavi can just clear Anne and Greya though. So I think we save the evolution here. Just end the turn at this point. Next turn, we can generate Earth Sigils and gain our life back as well. Or one or the other. Or gain Earth Sigils and sweep the board if they have a wide board. And we go from there. Sounds like a plan. Using Evo here? Huh, okay. But an Evo is a big hit. Like, I don't mind, personally. Happily gonna do that. And then from here... we can heal once to 19. And then gain 4 Earth Sigils to set us up quite nicely. And then we end the turn from here. Next turn, we've got a Kuon line. Or we can also save the Kuon for 10. And then at 10, we can just end the game. By saving the Demonic Call and Kuon. Hello, second Kuon. Feeling good to be Runecraft again, folks. Not gonna lie. We can play Edelweiss out. Deal with this with our Edelweiss. And then play Kuon later on if we need to deal with something bigger. At the moment, we can handle that quite well. But before that, let's deal 2 to draw 2 to see what we get. So from here, Edelweiss is free. And we either heal 2 now with Sage Light Teachings or just engage the Earth Sigil. I think we engage at this point. Question is, should we gain 2? to maximize our play points or save it? I think we should save, to be honest. Use it for when we get hit by a big attack, like that. We're down to 12 with that turn, but we've got the Kuon now. Kuon is great here. Kuon's able to establish a big board state, plus apply a lot of pressure against our opponent. Bring them down to 7. Let's engage here. Next turn, we could either sweep with Sage Light or gain life with Sage Light and sweep with one of our Williams. That was big, but we are still okay, folks. Williams X is now at 11. And we're just planning to end the game next turn anyway. So let's go for it. William. Boom. Sage Light. Gain 4. Can they end us from 9? I don't think they can. Are we actually gonna win with 1 Evo as well? Odin, okay. Oh no. Do they have a storm unit? That's a 7. Or they have the 2-cost spell. Oh no, they have that actually. Oof. Painful. Very painful indeed. Does that mean we should have Kuon then to have a defensive unit? But then, no, we couldn't. Even then, we couldn't deal with that. Because what would have happened is they could just clear the defensive unit with Odin and still do the same swing. We'd be at less life as well. So maybe we should have saved one of our Sage Light teachings for life gain as well. Good to know though that it's very different. We're playing against the mirror. Dimension Climb in the opening hand is strong against the mirror. We've got Burgent as well. 2-dimension climbs is a bit too much though. Which is New Brew. Let's end the turn. Weak. I'm sorry. I tried hard, brother. Melvi, okay, fair enough. We've got Stormy Blast and our own Melvi as well to deal with that. It is like micro TV. Let's see. Melvi came down. Stormy Blast to deal with their Melvi, I think, is the line. And then we go from there. Melvi, okay. We drew a Penelope, which is nice. We didn't have much of a play this turn. But I think we could start with the Witch's New Brew. See what we get. Demonic Call, okay. So from here, let's take the trade. Or we can swing at life as well. Swinging at life is okay, but they will stabilize with their Anangrea and start swinging at our life. So I think Penelope is the line here. And let's engage again. And looks good. Vergent is powerful for next turn. We need onion patches to start generating a lot of spell boost for our dimension climbs. We also do need to draw into the Ruler of Cositus at some point. We can evolve, that is great. Vergent evolving will give us the onion patch crest. So every turn now we will have onion patches. They have to deal with this board as well. Witchcraft is best. Yeah. I think this is the best, to be fair. It's feeling powerful. And last game I struggled a bit with Sage Light. I think we needed to save one to at least gain 4 again. That I'll take that trade. Cool. Okay, from here we've got a few options. I do think we have an extremely powerful option here. I do remember struggling as Norman, as Runecraft against barrier. So if we've got a ton of barrier units, we will be in a great spot here. So let's play Norman, Adamant Alchemist, and summon a Golem, give it barrier, use one of our Earth Sigils, and then from here we either swing with the Onion at the Golem, at and summoning, but I do think that they will have to do something to deal with our Norman at the moment. So we can leave Onion Patch here. Should we though? No, let's use the spell boost every time. I don't want to swing with Norman at this. I want to keep it at a nice healthy life total. But this is an okay swing, I think. Come to bed, I'll make you feel the power. Powerful, are we going to be arm wrestling? Alright, let's end the turn. And then from here, let's have a look at what their game plan is next. Kuon, okay. They're gonna spend a lot of resources to deal with our board state. Naked wrestling. Okay, that's gonna keep that alive. And we're left with a Norman on the board. Very strong. If we are able to clean up here, we will be in a great spot. And I think we can. We could go for an Anangrea here. And then from here, we can high roll first with a Looking Smart. Hopefully dealing 2 to that. Nope. Which means we will have to go like this. It's the same. We've got triple dimension climb in hand. Interestingly, we're swinging there. Let's engage this and end the turn here. We have a wide board. They have no board. We're in a good spot. Let's see what's next. We could potentially bring them to close by 10 play point turn. As long as they stay on 11 life, we could end the game. So that's what we should be going for. 2 damage. Evo, okay. Great. This is an easy trade right there. We should continue establishing board though. So let's play a Melvie out. Let's draw a card, see what we get. A Norman. We got a Norman. From here, I believe we should swing here. Take that. And then either Sage Light to deal with Anangrea or Homework Time to draw 2 cards, see what we get. Edelweiss is quite solid as well. But we need to clear Anangrea. So I think the demon is our line here. You've got triple dimension climb, interestingly. We do need a Ruler of Cositus to end the game. We are going first, which is a good spot in the mirror. Because we are able to go for the full combo line. 15. Okay, that loses 19. That means we can't go for the Kuon line anymore. We could potentially be looking for Ruler of Cocytus. So I think we should start with the Witch's New Brew. Drawing cards. Burgent is here. We can Super Evo to deal 5 damage, bringing them down to 14, which is still quite far away. Fair. So I think our line here is... What is our line here? Play a Norman, draw 2? That sounds sad. Play a Norman, generate a Golem is okay. That feels quite solid. And then let's swing for... just 2, I think. Yep. We could be punished by saving our Super Evos. But I think we still need it, considering we don't have a lot at the moment. You've got William on 0. They have no more Super Evos, which is great. That means they can't even go for the Astaroth line. And we still have 2 in hand. 6 to face, please. Oh, 4 to face? Ah, no. Okay. Sure. They're gonna leave us with the Onion Patch. We could maximize our Onion Patch powers. Double Edelweiss is another line, to be fair. Let's start with 1. It's gonna deal 4 damage randomly to something. Cool, that's exactly what needed to go. Then from here we can deal 2 to that, or 2 to Kuon, bringing this to 2. So I think we need to be fast about this. Play out the other Edelweiss. Play the Sage Light Teachings out. Deal 4 to that thing. Wait, what? What did we use it for? Oh. We didn't have enough Earthright. Ugh. Painful. Anyway. Let's go for a climb. See what we get. Let's swing there. Oh, let's do this instead. And not be punished. Let's have this extremely wide board that they have to deal with. A ruler into something is solid. But not the best if they can't deal with the board. We could just potentially end the game. They're gonna set our life to 1. Wow, that is powerful. That is wild. With no Super Evos, they were able to dimension climb to that after setting our life to 1. Yeah. Can't do anything about that. I tried. I positioned ourselves for a win. But if you get that line, just over.
Medium rare. Or well.
Okay, what is this? Dragon craft. Fair enough. We got a Burgent to get onions. We have homework time as well, which is quite nice. But yeah. We have the full combo of Melvi. Oh, not Melvi. Of Dimension Climb plus Ruler of Cocytus. The question is, do we want to be aggressive still? I don't think we do. So we should be trading every time and just going for the combo kill on 10. Like these, we should just trade there. But let's draw cards first, see what we get. Nothing. So let's take that trade and the turn. Still on 0 for X for us. We do have Edelweiss for next turn. They'll keep on discarding. We don't mind, to be honest. We're on 16. We do have the the Evo on Edelweiss, which is good. And then next turn we can start the Burgent nasty stuff. 4 to life again. Are we? Okay. We are gonna be swinging back now. Is good for us. There's an argument to use the onion patches to deal with that unit there, to just get spell boosts out. But I think we are going to be racing them at this point. They have a sweeper that deals 3 to everything, but that will still leave us with a 4-4 to continue the aggression with. Nope, they're just going for it. They're just going for the bodyguard and going face every time. Okay. Fair enough. Norman is such a top deck. That is exactly what we needed at the moment. So let's swing once there. Get that much needed spell boost. Play the Norman out. Yes. And this is how we dodge the loss. Let's gain life. Let's evolve and gain 4 life again. Swinging at their unit. And going for life while spell boosting our hand. Onion aggro. Norman gained us 8 life that turn. So all of this face damage that they've been doing has just been negated, basically. And it's over. Norman. 1 card combo, folks. I think we should be going up to 3 with Norman, not gonna lie. We don't have the 3rd, to be honest. So should we buy card packs? We've got these. And we can liquefy a lot as well. And the lists currently are on 3 Normans as well. Nope, nope, no Normans. So let's craft. How do we craft? Here, let's liquefy first. Auto liquefy extras. We'll get 7-4. That is great. And then let's go back to the deck. Craft our 3rd Norman. I mean, it felt good to have that Norman there. What are we cutting down? I've seen lists cut down on 1 William, but I do like the board wipe it provides. And the second Burgent has shown its power, to be fair. The third Edelweiss, potentially. But that's been great as well. I'm leaning towards the third William. He's been okay, but he's not been the powerhouse that he was in our spell boost deck before. Let's create the third Norman and put it on the field. That's gonna give us 2 and 3, still the same number of 6 cost, but with more Normans, which is great. There's also the argument of the Apprentice Astrologer, which we had earlier, which filters through the deck, pitching 1 card and drawing into another one. That also helps. The only thing, though, is Penelope giving 2 Earthright Sigils means that we're able to use the 4 cost immediately without having to struggle on where to find the other stuff.
Medium rare or well.
And that's the curve. We're going 2. On 3, we are... Edelweiss is off curve here, actually. Unless they're not going to be threatening the board. We do have a lot of options. So I think this is solid nonetheless. Because Penelope also gives 2 immediately. She's also not the worst Super Evo target, to be fair. Draw 2, restore 2, and gain 2 Earth Sigils.
I would give anything.
Now we've got Penelope, and now we are getting the Normans in hand. We don't want that many Normans this early, though.
Remain calm. It will be over soon. Scalpel.
Okay, they've dealt with the board. And here is where Edelweiss shows its power. We can use the play point to use Edelweiss and clear the board, leaving ourselves with a unit as well. So this is like a mini Aningrea that doesn't use an Evo point. Gives us 2 play points too, which we're not really using. But at least there's no pressure from the opponent's side of things. There's an argument as well to keep the board and just draw 3. Using our thingy next turn. But I'd rather be at a safe life. You should try Kickstream as well, since not many people stream this game. There is high possibility someone will notice you. Thank you, thank you. That is a good advice. And I will. I'm planning to set it up, actually. I'm not sure if I can do it on the spot, though, and just create the account. Or am I supposed to build my following first on Kick? I haven't explored that part. But, if it's easy, I could just potentially do it ASAP after this live stream and just have it ready immediately by tomorrow. Which is not the worst, to be fair. So yep, thank you, thank you. I will check that out as well, for sure. Okay. Create account and start stream. Sounds good. Let's see. And Ingrea is our only line here. Let's go for our only line. And then we can Evo Ann to deal 3 to something. Thinking if we want 2 units or 1 unit. I think we want 2 units. Just because we want them to spend an extra puppet to get through our Aningrea. Next turn we've got a Norman Evo line. So they'll have to use 2 puppets. There it is, to get through our Aningrea. If we didn't go for that swing, it would have been 1 puppet and then that's it. Norman is looking nice. Can't really use 2 Earth Sigils though, so I think we will have to use the play point here just to get another sigil there. Or not. We can also play Anne and Greya out. But Norman though. Norman is gonna gain us 4 life. Is also gonna generate us a golem with barrier and ward while dealing with a 5/6. That sounds really good. No Kuons just yet though. Sadly. Puppets don't have removal except for the puppets themselves. So they'll have to go through this golem first before they can reach Norman or Sylvia. Okay, fair enough. I am wrong. That is a build as well. They are going to use an Evo and select a follower to destroy. Cool. Is that going to be a trade? Nope. Stormy Blast is on 5. Okay, still not there yet. But Anne and Greya's Stormy Blast does deal with that quite nicely. It also buffs our William up for when we need to sweep the board. Also saves our Super Evos for when we get Kuons later on. We might have to use Sage Light or Earth Sigils though if we're planning to Norman soon. And I think we might have to go for Norman Draw 3. How powerful is Norman that we're able to use all of these abilities and all of them are relevant in all phases of the game? Orcus. Okay, Orcus means we will need William to wipe the board up.
I want to be heard. Let down your guard.
Ouch. We might be forced to use Norman to heal up as well. X is currently at 4 for William, which is not the worst. There's just no other way to deal with this board state. So we will have to go for a William here. Super Evoing something. Melvi or the Williams. Super Evoing will spell boost William, which means it's gonna reduce costs of a lot of our cards, which is quite nice. And as long as we're not in lethal range, we will be good. Orcus, I don't think is putting us in lethal range unless they have more puppets in hand. This can dish out 8 damage plus whatever puppets they have. No extra puppets remaining. That is good for us. From here, we can play a demonic call out. Gonna reduce that. Plus doing at something for he's gonna leave that at 4 as well, which is quite nice. So let's gain back the life. Let's Stormy Blast something. Trade there. Use our Dimension Climb. See what we get. Hopefully something to deal with Orcus as well. One does deal with Orcus, so let's go for that line. Super Evo here. Targeting that. And then we have all of this. So let's play these out as well. Oh, there's a free swing. Almost missed that. And then let's end the turn. Hopefully they can't deal with this board anymore. No more super evos from both sides. But we still do have life gain and Burgent from our side. Plus a dimension climb to just reset our play points. We are currently in a good spot. If you are enjoying our stream, guys, hit that subscribe button as well as follow on Twitch and on Facebook. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube at the moment. Potentially Kick by tomorrow as well, so we'll have a look at that. And yeah, if you are enjoying the stream, hit the like button as well. Very much appreciated. It's going to help us and our algorithm up.
Fly forth into an endless sky.
And should be good from there.
I have much to learn.
And we're done. Boom. We got it. 2-match win streak.
That feels
Looking nice. We got our mission done as well. One more game and we should be good to go. Huh. It is not working. Cool. Let's go.
medium rare or well done.
Swordcraft. Okay, we've got Stormy Blast, we've got Edelweiss. We do need Earth Sigils though, so let's hope to draw into things that create Earth Sigils. If we do not, we will be at hello Earth Sigil. In a pickle. Ooh. Melvi though is a good start here. Luminous Lance Trooper. Let's have a quick think. There's an argument to play out Stormy Blast, but I don't think we do need to. The 1/1 doesn't do much here if we do trade. Start with card draw first. See what we get. Burgent, okay. Then we go for a Penelope here. And swing at the officer. Let's save the Stormy Blast for something we can't reach. Like a Nonja, potentially. Sure. We will have Edelweiss here though. Which is gonna give us a 4/4 and a big unit. If they do Zirconia here, we can clear. If they don't, they do. We've got the Burgent though.
To the shores of victory.
Burgent is gonna clear quite nicely here. We're also slowly super spell boosting our hand as well, which is quite nice. So let's swing there and end the turn.
To the shores of victory.
Okay, I'll take that trade. We're on 17. There's a big board at the moment. We can clean up here with Anne and Greya, which is nice. Plus, it's gonna spell boost homework time to deal with Prim. I mean, we can't ask for better play at this point. Let's keep spell boosting though.
Not all is lost.
Yep.
Not all is lost.
I give up. Shall we pack
Very nice. Let's end the turn here. Empty board. No threat at all at the moment. We've got Norman as well, which we know as Swordcraft is a pain to deal with. Could potentially need Norman for life gain too, though. We'll see what it looks like.
To the shores of victory.
That is a wide board.
Pluie de paix.
Even fate shall fall to this blade.
We've got Anne and Greya again to clear this, though, which is quite nice. We've also got Kuon. Kuon can 2 deal there. Kuon is okay, but Anne and Greya deals with everything cleanly. So I think we should be going for the Anne and Greya line here. Deal there with that. Yes.
Ready, Greya? Right behind you, Anne.
Anne and Greya. And then our follow-up line is 1 there. Deal 3 there as well. We're gonna get a 7/7.
Never smart to play with fire. It's over.
Dealing with that. Plus a looking smart to draw 2. Plus a Witch's New Brew. And we're good. Can you deal with this board state? We don't have sweepers except for Sage Lights though. So that's something to be aware of. That we either have to generate a lot of Earth Sigils, or when they create a very wide board. Ooh! Are you gonna take a big hit, my friend? This is gonna be painful. We can clean up here with Sage Light Teachings. So let's engage. Sage Light to deal 4 to everybody.
Side of her.
And then from here, we're at 15. This, I think, is for sure one of our plays. Melvi to gain 1, Sage Light to gain 4. Huh. I think we should gain 4 here.
The spark of knowledge.
We don't want to be in Albert range just yet. We do need Earth Sigils though. Norman. Huh. Just playing Albert normally. Quite interesting. We're almost at the end game as well. If they're at 11 and we play Kuon, it's just lights out. So I think our game plan here is to swing once at least. Stormy Blast one of them, and Edelweiss the other. Penelope helps a lot here as well. We do need these sigils, and this is great.
Is this the end?
The truth seeker dons her mask.
Cool. Boom. And then let's swing for 1, bringing them down to 11. And if they don't clean up here, which they should, we end the game. If they do clean up, we've got Kuon to end the game as well. And it's looking good. Olivia is the only thing that can keep them alive, or are ravening tentacles, but that is not establishing board at all. Okay, fair enough. You have it. Oh no. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They just keep a board against us. And now we lose to an Albert. We can't even gain life because we can't play Norman out. They punished our wide board state. That is such a heads up play. That is a big brain play. And we used all of our Sage Light as well. Quite painful. Is there a way for us to remove our own units? I don't think there is. Ugh. This is nasty, guys. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We don't have anything. Wow. Such a heads up play. Hello, hello. Thank you for following on Twitch. Very much appreciated. We are gonna be big brained out of this game, I think, and we were. Painful. That is such an interesting line though, leaving no space for us to gain life. We used all of our Sage Lights as well, so we couldn't gain our life back. We couldn't play Norman as well because there's no space on the board. Very interesting line. But yep, that is us for now. We had a good run, I think. We went for lose, win, win, lose, lose, lose. Oh, we lost a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we won once. And then lost twice. And then we had a win streak as well. That was a rough one. We need to figure this out. Swordcraft, Runecraft, Havencraft. All good though. We have a feel of the metagame. We can deal with the rest of the metagame as well. We just need to tweak our list to be ready for the tournament. It was a fun stream for today. We are going to be ending it now, so this is us for now. If you did enjoy the stream, subscribe to YouTube, follow Twitch and Facebook, and hit the like button on all of our streams. That is going to be much appreciated. We are going to be chilling though for now. So in life, stay kind. In Shadowverse PvP, stay ruthless. We're heading off in 3,